Hello everyone and welcome back to Crazy Country Couponer. Welcome everyone to Jenny's Corner. I'm also known as the Crazy Country Couponer. So if you want to tune in for couponing, you want to go watch a Crazy Country Couponer video. This is also part of this channel, but we don't necessarily talk couponing. In Jenny's Corner, we talk about life and things that might concern you with it. But welcome. I want you to hang out with me anyway, especially if you're a crazy friend. So, like always, give the video a thumbs up, share with your friends because they may have these concerns and might want some answers as well, guys. Okay? And if you're not a crazy friend or a subscriber yet, hit that subscription button and that notification bell. Okay? For one thing, we got awesome deals, steals, glitches, free stuff here still. But right here, right now, well, we're here for you. Crazy Country Couponer is not just about couponing, guys. It's about life and the life that we live and how we can live it to the best and how we can live it and be happy. Okay? One of the things that makes you not happy is uncertainty. Okay? And one of the things that's uncertain right now, well, we got a gas shortage going on. And yes, it is going on, despite what people may think. Doesn't matter why it's going on, whether it be conspiracy or false flag or, truckers shortage, whatever the reason may be. The fact of the matter is there is no gas in the pumps on the East Coast at the moment. And it's got a lot of people frightened and concerned. And it's got a lot of people hitting the gas pumps. Okay? Taking care of business. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. Like where do you cross the line as far as hoarding? We're going to talk about that. But right now, I want to talk to you about what's actually happening so you'll know, because so many people go, oh, I don't know what's going on. We're having some sort of gas shortage. Well, this is exactly what's happening, and so hopefully they can get it straightened out very quickly. If you are computer aware, or you've ever been on your computer for any length of time, we don't see it a whole lot anymore in personal computers because we have all these firewalls and virus protection and stuff like that. But when a few years back, there was a big trend in ransomware, okay? Where you would all of a sudden open your computer and there would be a message on their big purple screen going, we have locked your computer up. And sometimes it would tell you it was from the U.S. government or whoever it was, but it would basically lock your computer up, and you had to call this phone number and pay these people X amount of money to unlock your computer. Okay? That's why they call it ransomware. Sometimes there's ways around it, other times not. The only sure way around it was to pay the ransom, because they were basically holding your personal information hostage in your computer. And they would give you basically a virus cleaner because what they did was insert a virus into your computer. Okay? Now that's what ransomware is and what it does. So let's, after hearing that, watch this newscast explaining to us exactly what has happened on Friday. Okay?
Annually operating a segment of the pipeline and now expects to substantially restore all service by the weekend. Well, joining us now is our cybersecurity expert, Jamie Terabay. Jamie, President Biden says that Russia is not really responsible, but some of the software, some of the servers are in Russia. What's the nuance?
Well, thanks for having me. I guess in terms of Russia's possible role in the cyber attack, we haven't heard anything directly from the Kremlin and the Russians. But in the past, they have denied involvement in cyber attacks, even though the the US intelligence agencies have concluded that Russians have been behind many attacks, including most recently the SolarWinds hack. What we know is that President Biden said there was evidence the hackers, all the software they used are in Russia. And we know that private security companies who've worked with government agencies to, in this particular instance with Colonial, to stop data that was stolen during the hack, and they interdicted it from making its way to Russia, which is believed to have been the ultimate destination. In terms of Colonial right now, its CEO has said that the company won't restart shipments until the ransomware has been neutralized. That's really important because the cyber attack essentially hijacked Colonial's IT network. The company had to take all of its operations offline. And so there's a significant possibility that if the ransomware isn't completely removed, the hackers could have an opportunity to use their access to try to infiltrate the systems that control the pipes and flows. So that is a huge risk and a major reason why Colonial is operating some of the segments of the pipeline manually. As you just mentioned, there are already gas stations along the East Coast that are beginning to run out of fuel. We know there's been panic buying and long queues. The shortages have hit the aviation industry, and we've seen reports that flights have been forced to stop and add additional stops to their destinations so they can fuel up. We also need to say that the pipeline serves 90 U.S. military installations and 26 oil refineries. So the ripple effect of this attack is still to be felt in so many ways. Colonial says it expects to substantially restore all service by the weekend. There is a massive race on to do so. It involves government agencies, the FBI, and a task force put together by the White House. That's not a certainty, though. It really depends on how easily they're able to remove the ransomware or resolve the ransom situation. So right now, it's still developing, and nothing really is certain.
Okay, guys. You heard that. They haven't removed the ransomware yet. And nothing is certain. In the same concern, you've got people let's see. Let me see if I can get way back here to what I was watching earlier. Yes, right here, guys. Let's watch this. This is ABC News.
Plus gallons within 3 hours. We're already out of unleaded regular.
We are still feeling that pain at the pump over the Colonial Pipeline cyber attack. This gas station right here just got a delivery overnight, and they're already running out. Only regular is left. Across the street, there is no gas at all. And then there's the price. AAA now says that the national average is more than $3 a gallon.
Everywhere I go, it's bags over the gas pumps.
I don't want to hoard up anything. I'm just trying to make sure I can get to my appointments.
The Secretary of Energy urging Americans to be patient.
Much as there was no cause for, say, hoarding toilet paper at the beginning of the pandemic, there should be no cause for hoarding gasoline.
As the shutdown of the
Okay. This is where I wanted to go with that, guys. Okay. What is considered hoarding? If you want to go back and replay what she said, there was no reason to hoard toilet paper in the beginning. So what is she saying? There was reason to hoard it in the middle or the end? Okay. Now, grant you that person that was buying $10,000 worth of toilet paper, they was not buying that toilet paper for themselves. They were buying that toilet paper to resell later. Okay? And just got stuck with it. That's all. That is hoarding. Those of you who are going to the gas station because you got this news and you filled up all your vehicles and you took with you 4 or 5 5-gallon cans and filled them up as well, that's not hoarding. That's being prepared. Okay? That's preparedness. When I was a kid, they used to tell us a fable. I don't know if y'all remember fables. I don't think they use them anymore in school to teach you life lessons. And one of the life lessons was about the grasshopper and the ants. And the ants worked tirelessly all summer long to stock up on all their stuff for the winter. And the grasshoppers did nothing but eat their stuff all summer long. Was so busy eating, they didn't store anything. And come winter, they had nothing, and the ants had everything. Okay, is it because the ants were hoarders, or were the ants just hard workers and seen the big picture and made themselves prepared? In the same instance, you get two farmers, two fields side by side. Okay? They get news. Something's happened. It's a starvation type situation. You got to get your crops in or you're going to starve. Okay? You got X amount of time to get them in. He goes out right away, gets all his crops in. The other guy sits at home and says, yeah, so I hear you, but I don't believe you. Sits at home and don't get his crops in. Okay? Is the other farmer a hoarder? Or is he just smart? Does he pay attention to what's going on around him? Okay? Just saying. Pay attention to what's going on around you, folks. Be aware. Don't be frightened. Remember, fear lowers the vibration of our planet, and that's what we do not want. We want you to be prepared. We want you to be confident. Okay? We want you to be strong, fearless, and confident. Because we got this. We just need to be prepared. Now, the thing about this is going to dwindle across the United States, little by little, especially if it doesn't bring it back up. So, right now, if you have the time, you live in the Midwest, and your gas stations still have fuel, still have plenty, go. Gas up all your vehicles, keep them topped off. What's the big deal about it, okay? As my mother used to say, my mother would fill her car up, and she would go to the doctor, and on her way home, she would stop and put $1 or $2 worth of gas in her car. And I would say, Mom, why are you doing that? My mother would look at me and say, it's better to have your car full of gas, and it's cheaper to do it $1 at a time out of your pocket than it is to try to come up with $25, $30 to fill your tank up when you're short of cash. Okay? Mama was always right. Just saying. And I wish she was alive here today for me to tell her. That's good advice. So, when my husband went to the gym this morning, on his way back, I told him he needed to stop and put more gas in the car. I don't care if it just took $2 to put it in. And, well, there you go. You got the tanks laying around that you put your gas in to mow your lawns and stuff with. Take them to the store. Fill them up. Store them in your garage. Store them somewhere cool. Okay? Most of us are still in cool environments right now anyway. But store them somewhere cool. A few extra gallons. Okay? Because you may need those few extra gallons. And of course, for right now, try driving less if you can. And of course, it's springtime and the grass and the rain and the grass is going to be growing. Try to use flex fuel in your mowers if you can. Okay? And there's another kind of new fuel out. It's got a blue handle. And it can be used in most items like your lawnmowers. Cheaper also. And that's the other thing. The price thing is going to dwindle down. They're going to use this for a reason to raise the prices even more in gas. And geez Louise, guys. I know everybody noticed. Last year this time, we was paying $1 and something for gas. Okay? $1 and something. Even before this right here came, we were already paying $1 more for gas. Why? Explain that to me. Why 2 weeks after the election, the gas prices raised 2 weeks after the election. Why did they raise? I don't understand. So that much I can't explain to you. But what I can explain to you is what's going on now, and let you know, yes, we're probably going to bill it. But we're couponers, guys. You know, we're couponers. And because we're couponers, well, it kind of makes us prepared. And just because we've not thought about being prepared, well, when it comes to this kind of stuff, don't mean that we just can't switch over. So switch on over and put that coupon brain to work and get your gas needs took care of, and, you know, line everybody up. It's just like I got a little Nissan Versa. Okay, needs some mechanical work. Well, there's 3 of us here that drive bigger cars. We're going to throw that in the shop, get it fixed just in case. That kind of stuff, guys. You know, if you got a family group, okay, and you got one little car or something, be willing to share it with the other folks, especially during this gas crisis if they need it. Be willing to give rides in your little car to those folks who have the bigger car. Okay? Help where you can. We'll help each other. And of course, a little prayer goes a long way. And, well, just saying. Yeah, just saying. It goes a long way, guys. So, blessings. And thank you for stopping by. And I hope this helps you to understand exactly what's going on, how long it might last, and what you can do about it to help yourself. Alrighty? So don't forget, give the video a thumbs up, and come on back to the next Jeannie's Corner. Okay? And we'll see you then.